without points in his last 2 games. Third time this year he has done that. Never has he gone to a third. We've got ourselves a fight to start this off. Garrett Wilson, in his second game back in the NHL, is going to go up against Ryan Reeves, who leads players, active players in fights. Wilson showing he's not afraid of anybody as he's taking on perhaps the toughest customer out there. There's a right by Reeves. Wilson tries to come back over the top. A right by Wilson. Down goes Reeves. He gets back up, still swinging. And then they have to be separated by the linesman. Wilson, a good account for himself.
Yeah, they don't get much tougher than Ryan Reeves in the National Hockey League. That is for sure. And I think Reeves, he's giving
5 minutes each for Chuckin' Nucks.
Chuckin' Nucks, okay.
Brandon Schrader with a creative call.
Reeves looked like he banged up his left hand in that fight. He went over to the Sharks bench right after the fight.
Oh, Zegras is shaken up, very slowly making his way back toward the Philadelphia bench as Cates, who's done this before. They got a guy who has thrown his fists before the NHL. Cates in a defending posture, trying to go with a right there, and then drags him down to the ice.
Good job by Noah Cates. Great job. Yeah, that stuff goes a long way. I'm telling you, that's appreciated. Zegras took a big hit. It appeared to be a clean hit at real speed. Yeah, it's a clean hit. The puck's there. Zegras is looking down at the puck. He doesn't see it. And then here comes Goodrow. And good job by Cates to recognize that he's got to get in there. And does a good job. Goodrow can chuck him, and Cates did a really nice job there. So credit all the way around. Hopefully Zegras is okay. I think he seems to be fine. He's hanging out by the bench right now, but you got to just love that camaraderie and sticking up.
Weakly flicked wide, up top Lilberg. And he was thrust against the boards by Cole's a big double team down low. And now we've got a fight. Holmberg having to answer for the hit on Bouchard. Jarventi going after him. Excuse me, Murphy. Murphy went right after him and lands a right to the body, eats a right hand. Murphy caught him with a left hook misses up over top. Murphy a bit of a horse collar on a right hook as they're separated. Connor Murphy wasted no time, went right after Holmberg to answer for the hit on Bouchard.
So as he mentioned earlier, maybe a little sensitive from the game versus Florida. Maybe not that physical response people wanted to see. A quick response in this one here. Hit by Murphy. Says, let's get this done. Holmberg says, okay. He sheds the gloves just as quick. Both of them get their shots in. And this one, a lot of talk between the two benches continues. Well, things heating up here in this game between the Tampa Bay Lightning and Edmonton. Here's a high hit early I was talking about. He flies by Szymanski with the arms. This time he catches Bouchard high, Holmberg. Heavy hit here by Nurse. Murphy challenges him. He answers the bell. I like this from Holmberg. If you're going to play tough like that, you're going to throw checks. Don't be afraid to drop gloves. Only his second fight in the National Hockey League, but he's fearless. Early Holmberg, late for Murphy as they exchange blows, and Murphy with a little longer reach once he gets the left hand going later with a couple of jabs, but you like that response.
Not worried about that kind of game either. Big double team on Hagel, and I guarantee you there's going to be an answer for this. Cirelli's going to fight.
Hagel's a little shaken up on that.
Colson, oh, he's shaken up, but Colson nails Cirelli with a right hand. Caught him cleanly with a right hook. Hagel just broke his stick over the boards. And he's going underneath.
Big hit. He was shaken up. Hagel's a tough kid. He doesn't get rattled too often, but immediately he was in some distress on the big hit on the boards. Podkolzin answers the bell as well, too, as Cirelli comes over. He's looking at his hand.
He's hurt.
And he's not doing too well either. I mean, this thing's turned in a hurry here. But this is the way the Tampa Bay Lightning started the preseason. The battles against the Florida Panthers. For John Cooper this morning, he said we needed to man up, we needed to get tougher, we needed to be better. They have. This is a team that's not afraid of this. They will engage, they will respond, they will protect each other. Edmonton, there's been some criticism. They haven't done this enough. And they haven't done this enough during this season. Will Podkolzin and get some right hammers going on Cirelli. But Cirelli answered the bell for his good friend Hagel, his line mate. A double team on the sandwich as Edmonton comes out physically. Darnell Nurse involved again. And like I said earlier, I don't think this one's over. A lot of guys standing on the bench and a lot of posturing back and forth between two teams. Hagel knows something's wrong. He went down the tunnel.